Hi.
Nice try, sailor. Not interested.
How'd you know I was a sailor?
You might as well have it tattooed on your forehead. Ciao. Over here, excuse me. Hi. I twisted my ankle. I was beginning to think no one would come.
Let's have a look.
I don't think it's broken, but...
Doesn't feel like it.
Look, I'm sorry I was rude to you before.
Oh, it's okay. Why don't you try putting some weight on it?
Oh! Ow!
Okay, all right. Why don't I carry you?
All the way?
Well, where are you staying?
No, my boat's at the marina.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Okay.
I'll buy the beers. Oh, what's with the...
I'm a filmmaker. I'm into sharks. That stops them from being into me. Thanks for rescuing me.
As far as rescue attempts go, that wasn't one of my greatest.
This is pretty good from my end. I can manage.
Oh, whoa, careful, careful.
I'm fine.
You know about rice?
Basmati or jasmine?
Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Stay there. Rest, ice. Perfect. So keep this on it as long as you can. This will help with the swimming.
What's next?
Compression. How's that?
Good. Thanks, you can go now.
Okay. See ya.
See ya. Ow, ow.